Hi, welcome back to My Cup of TV with Jenny.
JD.
So, a lot of you have been asking for this. And you ask, we deliver. That's how it works.
Yeah.
What is it? To an extent. Some of you out there are a bit weird, aren't you?
We're not going to promise to deliver every request.
Depends how much you offer. Oh my God. Yeah, so SB19
Okay.
on Rappler.
Ooh. I have no idea what that is, but I'm just going, ooh, yay. What is that?
It's a live show.
Okay.
They have uploaded the performances, so we can watch those. So we'll do all three: DUNGKA, and I don't know why I say that like thank you in German. DUNGKA.
As in Dankeschön.
Yeah. And time. So
Okay.
yeah.
So okay.
Oh,
okay.
no, we're doing
So we're
time.
going to get some live vocals.
Can I take that back and do this one at the end of the day?
I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Ugh.
So yeah, we'll start with Dan.
Good.
Yeah, so what I know of this is that it's them performing it live.
So we might be like, damn. Because it's going to be hot.
Oh, it's already a hot day. So please remember to like, comment and subscribe in the comments. Giving you 3 performances. Which one was your favourite?
Oh, that's not fair. They're a bit different. It's like comparing apples and pears. But it's true. I suppose you could say like which one hit you the most for whatever reason.
It'll be people doing what you do, which will I liked the choreo in this one,
Yeah.
the attitude in this one, the vocals in this one.
Yeah. I don't like decision making. I want them all. I'm just greedy.
Oh, something I do have to raise because I mentioned it to JD earlier. With SB19, I'm really not happy about it. Like I was genuinely like, what have you done?
Oh, they're allowed to. It's up to them.
Why did Stell cut his hair? I loved that hair.
It'll grow back if he wants it to. Do we know if this was pre-recorded and went out, or was this live?
I think it
like
was
live TV.
I think it was live TV.
God, terrifying.
I think it was like streamed.
Yeah. For any performer, that's terrifying.
Hello, Ken's tattoo. Okay, just because it's good to recognise people's tattoos because they have meaning. Is there any pictures of Ken showing them all at the same time?
I think there might be, and I think I've got it on my Pinterest.
Yeah, that I should investigate.
I have a lot of pictures of him.
Because I like tattoo art.
I like the styling, the earthy tones, and I love me some baggy pants and Timberland boots.
Yeah.
That will never go out of style.
Josh's hair is bright red.
Oh, Stell's hair.
Oh, it's still there. A bit, at least. Because I think he's got it even shorter now.
Yeah.
Oh, the up and down look.
His arms are very nice.
They are.
Oh, the veins in his neck.
I love hearing that he can just go that deep, just like that.
His eyes.
Stell has really nice lips. He's like manic. It's so cute.
Fantastic head voice. They look like they're having such fun.
They do. Woo! It's just what I was thinking. They look like they're really enjoying performing that.
Yeah, and I love that there is, like, obviously there's a certain amount of prep that goes into that, but I also love the fact that it felt like there was a certain amount of it that was just go with the flow, freestyle, and even where the camera couldn't quite get into focus because it couldn't keep up with their movements and it was very freestyled, that gave it a certain quality, which it feels very genuine, and I really like it.
Yeah, you can tell they obviously know, right, this is so-and-so's bit, so they're going to go into the centre, but there was no, like, movement specific.
It wasn't choreographed.
There was no dance, there was just them.
And it wasn't polished in the sense of that everything was planned. There was an element of freedom in it, which, funnily enough, goes with the song, which is awesome.
It was like we said, like, the way that they were moving around in the back, there was no, like, he comes forward and I step to here, and then someone said, there was...
They were playing with it,
and
it was
just
really fun.
I'm going to go where I want to go. I know when I need to be at the front.
Yeah. And also, the reason that when we put it on and I was like, is this live? Because I suddenly realised, and I loved all the camera angles, because living my best life like an absolute nerd, I got so fulfilled of looking at all of their vocal technique and tongue placement and vowel modification and their stance and their anchoring and everything. And I was just, so part of that reaction is probably me just being like, because I was watching what they were doing. It was so fulfilling. And every one of them places their voice slightly different, which is fascinating.
What I find difficult, though, is that you know that they're live and there are certain bits where you can really tell that it's live, but you're also listening and my head is saying it's so perfect to the track, it can't be live. You know, it's just, wow.
It's like after, by the way, sorry, Mary is here, so on camera I'm like doing something, it's because the cat is here. You could see, and again, respect, this absolutely happens for any performer, right? Again, when it's live, because there are things that can happen. You can get a voice crack or something can happen or whatnot, which is not necessarily because someone has bad technique, like it can just literally happen. But when Stel did his bit of his excellent bit up in his head voice, you could see afterwards he was pleased that went well for that live performance, because afterwards you could almost see a little bit of, like, a bit of pride, and rightly so, because that's what I mean, for any performer, terrifying, but live performances, if they go well, are something to be so proud of.
Yeah, that bit was really impressive.
So good. Literally every bit.
Like I said, I'm always
perfect.
Every time, like when we film Wish Bus, as soon as Ken starts, it's so deep. I'm just staring at him like,
yes.
You can just do that like that. It's not.
Yeah. But he plays with his larynx placement, which is why he can change the tone of his voice and how deep it goes. And again, so you can hear that his voice was further back in his throat and his larynx was dropped. It was fantastic.
Kind of like with Felix of Stray Kids.
Yes.
And you're just staring at him, and I'm like, I can see it and hear it coming out of your mouth.
It just does make sense.
But it's still not connected.
Yeah. But actually, I really like how all of them do have such a slightly different. So their voices are so complementary, but they're so different.
They're all distinct.
And I can now hear. I've been listening to them enough now that when I'm listening to them, I can be like, oh, that's Pablo.
Yeah.
That's Stell. That's Justin. That's yeah. So I like it.
I love how growly Pablo is in this.
Mm.
He was manic at times. He was
So funny.
wow.
He actually what I'm gonna liken that to is it's so funny because you know sometimes when you're like, this dude's the leader, like we get that with RM when it's saying from BTS, it's like chaos. You're like, that dude's the leader.
Yeah.
But I love that because he was having such a good time.
He was.
And I wonder if that's also them feeling so proud of themselves for how far they've come with all their hard work. You know what I mean? I did think it was hilarious at first, right? The camera goes and there'd be some people sitting at like reception desks behind them. I was like, what? Can you imagine that's your day at work and you're like, I've just got SB19 performing in front of me? But yeah, it was all quirky and unique and but unscripted, and yeah, I loved it. It was really nice. It had a really nice quality to it for those reasons.
I would also like to point out something you said right at the beginning, and it needs to be brought up again because it's a fact. Josh doesn't have like huge muscular arms, but they are perfectly like shaped. Do you know what I mean? Like sculpted. They're a nice size. They're not huge, but they're like shaped.
It's actually unfair. Like when you see that lineup, because like each one of them is perfectly in proportion for them as a unique individual.
Yeah.
They're all different. But God, Buddha, Allah, the universe, Mother Nature, whatever, Goddess, Greek, Athena, whatever. Whoever made these men got it right.
We already know because Stell told us at that concert that I watched. He says thank you to Mum and Dad, thanks to his parents. To their parents.
Bravo. Good work, parents. Because I noticed that as well. It was like Ken's arms and his proportions, lovely. All of them.
Love his tattoos. I don't know if that's a real lip piercing. If it's not, I would highly recommend getting it.
Suits them very well.
Very good.
Yeah.
You also pointed out Pablo's eyes. Yes, they really are stunning.
Beautiful, like warm almondy green. Like, yeah.
Well, they're almost like not quite hazel, like a greeny brown. But they are unique.
But also, the shade of his eyes could possibly change depending on the lighting and what he's wearing as well. So where they were wearing like those earthy tones with slight almost like khaki browns or whatnot, that would probably make the gold in his eyes come out more. Yeah. You know? And so but his eyes are beautiful.
Obviously Stell's hair is stunning, but I was just watching his lips and be like, wow, you have really perfect lips. And I know I've seen him do other stuff where he's not cute, but Justin is so cute. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like his voice as well. His timbre is really nice. Just that was so satisfying. I've got two more, and it's straight from the ballad. Living my best life.
DUNGKA. Now the MV for this and everything, it was very fun.
Fun chaos.
So this song is fun and it's very.
That was fun chaos.
Yeah.
So what will this one be?
But this one's very much a flex. I feel like this could be more chaotic and fun.
Well, I was just thinking, like, when you have, like I said, there was a certain charm there because it wasn't all completely planned out, and that's really nice. But when you have 3 songs, and are we watching them in the order that they perform them in?
I don't know. I did it this way because this is the kind of how they released them.
Okay. But what's interesting is basically, let's just say we're watching them in the order they perform them. You've got to think about how you're taking your viewers on a journey. So there was that. So this going to be more chaos? And then you're going to bring us down?
The song makes me think more chaos, but they may do choreo in this one.
Ooh, that's what I mean. If you've got 3 in a row, like, how are they going to be different to take them on a journey? But whatever it is, I'm here for it.
Yeah. Saying about lips. Look at Ken's. Oh, looking nice. Just one taste. One.
Oh, now he's behind the reception desk. Yay, choreo.
I could do that.
Oh! His face! Just his face. face. It's so cheeky.
Okay.
The harmonies.
It was so...
Oh, the arms. Ooh.
I could do that choreo if you needed me to join. Just saying. Ooh. The hand on the hip.
It's so cheeky.
Yeah. Oh, whilst being hugged. The tongue can put it away. There's a lot of hip work in this choreo.
It's so sassy. I love it. He just slapped us in our face.
And I would thank him for it. Oh, hello. Thank you for that, Stell. There are kids there and you are thrusting everywhere.
This is like a concert. It's amazing.
Aww.
And they're having so much fun. You can see it. Oh, that chest pop.
My face hurts.
Oh, I love them.
Oh.
Okay, not that, okay, what's funny is, you know when we talk about K-pop and I'm like, you've got so many faves and then you're like, oh, they've just shot up the ladder. We don't have that many Filipino groups on our radar, but I just feel like I want to say, like, in all the groups that I love, they've just massively shot up, not only because it fulfills me, like, there's a vocal nerd, everything they did, but just seeing them, that's the first time I've seen them, like, so close up, like, you know, unscripted, kind of, all that, just literally ticked every box for me. I love them so much.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, obviously I did their concert reaction, which gave me a really good look at personalities.
Yes.
Yeah, it was so fun.
So good.
And what a good one to do the choreo on, because it kept it fun whilst also having choreo.
Everything about that was, like you said, the chaos, the sassiness, and the fun and the cheekiness was so there, which I love. But also while doing that, such a flex and a compliment to them. They're almost like, it's no big deal, but there was so much technique going on there throughout from everyone that I'm just like, this is such a flex. And yet you're making it look like it's just no big deal.
It's one of those
just
examples,
having fun,
isn't it, of when you do all that work behind the scenes, you can do that and make it look like it's the easiest thing ever. Their
body, their mind, their vocals, that's all of them is the instrument.
And you know that even someone with a vocal like Stell's still does training.
Yes, it should never stop.
Like, you know that
it never
he
stops.
still works.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, when he did that note, whilst Josh was hugging him. I'm like, you
and
think that
literally,
would...
yeah, and that's a compliment to his stability of his diaphragm and how he anchors himself. So
maybe Josh was helping just steady that.
I mean, I don't blame any of them for you know the contact or the steadying of each other or whatever.
Well, I
I'm
would just
here for
say,
it.
if Josh is busy, I'm happy to wrap my arms around Stell and help him.
Mm.
If Josh wants to practice the hold, I'm happy to let him hold me with those arms.
Yeah. I really liked how, and please, anyone watching from the Philippines, do let us know. Like, obviously from what I know of Korean culture, with the guys they have, or even the girls, they have skinship. So I want to know, is skinship something that's in the Philippines? Because what I loved there was all their sort of intimate little friendly touching there, and that kind of reminded me of skinship because it was so cute and so playful. And I love how close and comfortable they are with each other. You can see that bond. So, and but they brought all the little audience in with them, the people that were there. It's like they're in a little concert. So they're so lovely.
Oh, to be in on something like that kind of intimate little concert.
I'm so jealous.
People just be like, just it made it a bit more like when you have karaoke with your mates. Yeah. Because you know when you pick up one of your mates to like really sing to.
No, I don't know, but okay.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Yeah.
But I like that how they were involving all of the staff and the studio people and whatnot. It was lovely. It was really nice.
I mean, at the beginning, Stell was on the floor.
Yeah, and Ken was behind the reception desk, and so good. Well done. I bet they're so lovely to work with.
Yeah.
So I'm so pleased for them.
Okay, now we have to go into the emotional place.
Time.
Well, do you know what? I'm hoping that without the story of the MV, I can just focus on... Because when I listen to the song, I don't cry. Yeah. But I just think, wow, this is such... There's such emotion in their voices. The vocals are lovely.
Yeah. It's beautiful, yeah. And I get this thing, okay, when I see singers... You know this happens to me anyway, I get emotional anyway, but it's like... I'm so attracted to you right now at the same time as feeling so emotional because again I find the technique and everything. I'm like, this is so attractive. This is amazing. But yeah, so we'll see.
We like a man who's in touch with his emotions.
Yeah. Well, no, it's the technique. That's how many of them become my biases because it's when I see them sing and do whatever, I'm just like, that's why.
Yeah. Well, that's how I knew early days Stell was going to be your guy.
Yes. That's it. Yeah.
Josh was my bias before I knew Josh.
You're like shopping from pictures. You're like, that one. You're an impulse buyer, and then you collect more as you go. Yeah. But
I'm a collector.
You're a collector, yeah.
Connoisseur.
Yeah. I'm Estelle and Ken, so. Yeah. But I love them all. Literally, I could probably just become like 85.
Well, do you know what? I think 5 biases sounds like a nice number.
It really does.
It's a nice number, 5. Yeah.
Oh. That's it. I imagined as much, yes. They're sitting down, they're all focused on the vocals.
They're even pulling off the look where, especially with the trousers on some of them, they look a bit dirty. But I like it.
It's almost like a little bit combat-y. Out on like an assault course or something, or like,
Except Justin. He's always so put together.
I like his boots.
Rotted in bed, numb and upset. The head's on a clock, we're moving along. It feels like I'm dead, but I'm here instead. Please make it stop. I'm always wrong and stuck inside my never-ending thoughts. I'm trying hard 'cause I know it costs. 'Cause one day we'll run out of time. Memories will leave them behind. Many things we can't control. I hope you know it's better to try. 'Cause one day we'll run out of all of these are natural. Don't really in control. We live a little 'cause we know when we vanish we don't really go. So I try to run an extra mile, hoping for a sign. If there isn't one, wanna try. Watching everything from the backseat is beautiful. But at times it gets really ugly.
The doubling, yeah.
Know what to do. Worry if nothing alone. Yeah, we're not changing with you. Trying for whatever cause if the light's dying. Don't you ever cease to reflect. Stuck inside my never-ending thought. I'm trying hard cause I know what it costs. Cause one day we'll run out of time. Memories will leave you behind. Many things we can control. I hope you know it's better to try. Cause one day we'll run out of time. Memories will leave them behind. Darling, when push comes to shove, your best is enough. It won't hurt to try. Cause one day we'll run out of time. Time again, it brings things that don't understand. I'm drenched over, still I under all I can. Now and aware there's no reason in this world, so I'll never ever walk away with stones left unturned. As if I'm living anyway, I'm spending every day scattering stars in the night sky, hoping it'll lead away for better days. Savor every moment with it, knowing it was never one day. Memories will leave them behind. Many things we can't control. I hope you know it's better to try. Just one day we'll run. Time, memories will leave them behind. Many things we can control. I hope you know it's better to try. Oh, 'cause one day we'll run out of time. Memories will leave them behind. Darling, when push comes to shove, your best is enough. It won't hurt to try. 'Cause one day we'll run out of.
Wow.
Oh, so good.
Do you know what? It's one of the things I was thinking during that I found really impressive, especially with Stel and Pablo on those choruses. The control to not go further.
Yes.
Like, because you're watching them and you're like, I know you could belt for longer, hard, you could go, but
Yeah.
ow, why are you pushing me?
Mary, you bastard.
But yeah, the fact that to keep it there, is like, oh.
Yeah, yeah. Which, ironically enough, goes with the feeling and the sentiment of the song. Of that you want more,
Yeah.
and there could be more, but actually to hold it back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It feels like it goes with the song. I got like full body goosebumps multiple times throughout that, but that was fantastic. And still feels so genuine. They must have, I don't know, sung that a good few times now, but for a performer, when they're doing, concerts and whatnot, it's like, how do you keep it meaning something to you?
Yeah.
How do you keep it fresh so that every time you're performing it, you're still in it?
Yeah.
And that's, I don't know what their answer is for themselves, their own process, but it felt really genuine every time,
So Erin and I discussed how they would perform that live, and we were actually right, because we said,
oh, it would have to be like that.
Obviously sat down, but we also said probably eyes closed, no, like not eye contact, because it's just a personal, you listen to what I'm saying type song.
That's like opening a wound and showing it to someone. It's not performative, it's not showing, it's you're letting somebody in on something.
Yeah. I think there was eye contact with Pablo maybe once in that. Otherwise it was all very, Josh's eyes were closed for most of it. Ken was hiding under his hat. Yeah, wow. Do you know what I also love is that, having already said that there are times when I'm watching this and I'm like, I know you're live, but how is it live? Because
Yes,
it sounds exactly
yes.
the same.
It's
I love
beautiful.
it when they put slight differences
Mm.
in there
Mm-hmm.
that sound lovely and are just showing you that it's live and that they're just
Yeah.
in it. They're not thinking, I must sing it this way. It's I'm going with...
Yeah, they're letting it take
How
them
it
where it wants to
feels.
go. Yeah, yeah.
There's a
and that's a
part-
stylistic choice.
When they did I Want You, and we watched, I think it was a Vivo performance, you know, when they're in that like, concrete room.
Mm-mm.
On that version, Pablo does something on the end of his line. He does something with his voice. And it sounds so beautiful that when I listen to the recorded track, I'm disappointed that I don't have it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you should have done that because it sounds so good.
Yeah.
But in this, there's just slight moments you're like, oh yeah, that's slightly different.
Sorry to sound so snotty, but for me, that is the difference with an artist.
Yeah.
Because that musicality of where it will take you every time is slightly different.
Yeah.
Is authentic to the music and the feeling in the moment,
Yeah.
and that's so lovely.
And like you said, the doubling,
So nice.
other people coming in,
Yeah, yeah.
so nice.
And the vulnerability as well, and the switching from placements. So when they were sort of in their chest voice, and then they pull back and go to a little softer falsetto or something, and it was just so low.
Or because
It's so tender.
were very high in points, but then
Mhm.
sometimes he was lower, backing
Mhm.
someone else.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah. And Justin as well, he can do like the delicate so well.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. And
there was a moment
he
of
sings as
him-
almost like painful, and I imagine it was whatever that means to him.
There was a moment in this where he was singing in a tone that I was like, oh, I don't know, I've heard that tone from him before. But then he went higher into a different part. I was like, no, I wanted to hear more of that bit. What was that sound? I like that sound.
And the fact that they've got all of those in their repertoire, in their toolkit as a singer is wonderful, because that's why you listen to someone's whole album, because they've got more to give. They're like little Easter eggs. You're like, oh, there's more to come.
I do find when it comes to these vulnerable songs, vocally, it's Pablo that I'm like, oh my God, I just feel it from you. Your voice and emotion just go. But visually, I'm like, I can't look at Josh. I can't look at him.
Yeah, all of them so good.
Wow.
I'm so glad that they're together as a team.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine it. Like every single person there is so vital,
Yeah.
you know, and they bring something. And so good.
Yeah. I just need European tour dates.
You'll come.
And I say that like I actually have money to go, but I'll find it.
I will make
You
it work.
you only need one kidney.
I will make it
What was that I
happen.
said at the beginning of this video? The people ask for, we do, for money. For money.
So Jenny got me starting an OnlyFans.
Yeah, for concert tickets. So that was our reaction to SB19 on Rappler. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.